of Outside the Algorithm live. This is going to be a Q&A, general chill talk, get together, whatever session with Miss Hot Sauce, founder of Spark FM, Henny and Hot Wings. Truly a host with the most. I've done this intro a few times. You may recognize it if you caught our episode of Outside the Algorithm with her that dropped last week. That's episode 2 of a new series we're doing where we sit down and give you some in-depth looks at artists, entrepreneurs, and just individuals who are out here doing unique and inspiring things. My name is Samuel Patrick. I'll be your host tonight. And this is very interactive. So if you have questions, if you have comments, whatever you want to do, drop them below in the comment section, and we will be able to bring them on the screen like this. And we'll be able to bring you on the screen as well, like what I'm about to do with Miss Hot Sauce, joining us live from an unknown location. Miss Hot Sauce, what's going on?
Hi, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up?
I love it. Yes, we're up here already. How are you doing today?
I am good. I've had quite a long day. But thank you very much.
It's not real without an appearance. What's up, my guy?
Hello. Thank you. Without my friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
His timing is impeccable.
All the time. All the time it's impeccable.
It's fantastic. I love it. I really do. So you had a good day. We're here. I'm excited because we filmed that conversation a little bit ago. We won't say how long ago,
was
but
that?
it was a bit ago. It was I don't want to let people know how old it is necessarily.
It was some time, It was some time.
But it's still current because I've told people that was old and they've been surprised to find out. So that says a lot to what we talked about. What has changed since then? Like, I mean, news report, that was when Spark was sort of getting rolling. You weren't sure. It was early COVID times. You had just gotten back in the studio. And
I don't remember what. I think that everything has changed, or mostly many things have changed over since that time. I'm not exactly sure what, but like we've just been growing. We've just been laying more foundation, figuring things out, getting a little bit more experienced, really kind of just working things out and making sure that we're building a very solid foundation and making sure that everything is great.
And so far it is great, right?
So far things are going really well. I don't know how well, but they appear well to the outside, and I think sometimes that's all that really kind of matters.
Yeah.
Like as long as you're faking it till you make it. But I can't even say that in entirety because we are just kind of rolling with the punches and figuring things out as we go along.
Perception is most definitely reality.
Absolutely.
When you see, sometimes when behind the scenes, it can be a little daunting, that imposter syndrome, right?
Exactly, right?
But it's been cool to watch because I think we talked like right when you were getting going, and it seems like the DJs and the folks you have around you like are really riding with you and love what's happening as well. Yeah. So that's gonna feel good.
It does. It does really feel good to have a really, like great team that is with me, that is around me. Okay, you're stressing me out. This is why you're supposed to put your kid to bed before you do any interviews or anything like that. I literally just got off of one and I was trying to race for time to get him situated, but it didn't often work like that. So we kind of just roll with the punches wherever we are, no matter what we're doing.
You got to do that. I was just saying that to someone. It's live. You just make it happen.
Yeah.
Next Kickstarter will be to get you to a nanny, right?
Listen, that is all I've ever wanted was a nanny. That's it.
Fire. Okay. So that's awesome. I'm glad things are going well over there. I want to ask you one question we got sent in from someone else before we bring some more folks on here. And this question, actually, I'll ask a couple. One, what has been the hardest thing, though, to deal with or transition from as you've built Spark?
One of the hardest things has been to transition from being in front of the microphone, which I am back in front of the microphone again, to, actually running the radio station on the back end. Like before, I would just show up to work, do a little spiel, say what I gotta say, entertain the masses, and then I go home. I didn't really care about the logistics behind that or how things were gonna keep on going. But now, like, I am literally like having to worry about, like, after I get off the show, what emails I have to answer, what invoices I have to send, all the things that I have to literally do each and every time. And I think that's been the hardest transition for me because by nature, I feel like I'm kind of lazy. So I
Okay.
prefer to do the first part, which is just show up and do what I got to do and then leave. But in this part, I'm learning, how to do everything.
Yeah. And you're swimming, right?
Always. Always just keep swimming, literally.
Yeah. Yeah. You had some like darker moments in our interview where,
Mhm.
so it seems like the days are brighter now. You
Oh no,
seem
the
more
days are
optimistic.
still very dark. They're
Oh
very
no.
dark, but I'm learning how to process and deal with them a little bit better.
Oh, okay. You're like a prism. You're turning it into rainbows. Yeah.
Yes,
I
silver
love
lining.
it. And then the other question I was asked was, what's been the biggest reward?
Seeing your vision actually grow into something tangible that you can see. Like we often have these dreams or these visions of what we want to see happen. And, like sometimes we're working towards it and it takes a long time for us to be able to figure things out. Like each day that we're around, each month, each year, because we're going into our second year, I'm able to see the vision come to light a little bit more. So that's been the most rewarding for me is just really kind of, like seeing things play out. Like what I have this vision in my head, look at it there. I can see it. It's actually right there. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's dope. That is one of the best things. Shout out DJ Candy Rain
Hi,
in the
Candy Ray.
building, tuned in from Atlanta. What's going on? We're out here worldwide. Yeah. So speaking of that, so you guys met off screen briefly, but I want to bring on Kiki.D, who's going to join us here and become a part of the conversation. And folks who are tuned in now, if you see what Kiki does and you want to be a part of this as well, just let us know in the comments and we can bring y'all up on screen if you want a chance to chat with Miss Hot Sauce, the elusive and illustrious Miss Hot Sauce. What's
What's
going
up?
on, Kiki?
Nothing much. And shout out to Lil Man. We got to introduce him at some point too when he gets older though, because you could tell he's gonna be a star. He must want to be a star subconsciously, because you know how kids are. Yeah, they love the camera. But I'm Kiki.D. Thank you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure to be a part of the LFOD family, and I look forward to this conversation. Let's get to it.
So, word. Did you watched our hot sauce combo, right? What were your thoughts as an observer?
For sure. So for people who are tuning in, we have two links. We have the 15-minute clip, and then we have the full clip, the 56-minute. So I personally left a comment on the 56-minute one, like the full version one, at the part where I was laughing and liking it the most. But overall, I think it was a nice way of getting the raw her similar to right now. I like how she didn't hesitate and she didn't try to say, oh, let's pause. She just going with the flow. So one of my questions for Miss Hot Sauce is, this nothing is impossible mindset. Is this something you've always had, or is this something that you've kind of adapted throughout your experience?
I mean, contrary to popular belief, I do think that almost everything is impossible.
Okay. Okay. And yeah,
Let me stop.
that's
I'm pretty morbid in general. So like I always like when people be like find the silver lining or find the good things with it. I usually am the opposite. Like what can go wrong? It's gonna go wrong. But I think that one thing that I do have is I really like a challenge. I really like to work when I don't think that things are possible. I'm always trying to figure out if it can be. You know, like if I just stick with it one more day, what would happen? Or, you know, like there again, I talk about the vision all the time. I think about this vision all the time and I want to see it happen. Like I want to see it come to light. I want to see a flagship building. I want to see, you know, my staff get paid. I want to see them get booked. I want to see them get, you know, so many things or so many opportunities off of just building something that we're all collectively building together. So I think that is what keeps me moving is the fact that, you know, like I said, everything that I want to happen, I can see us building it and it often does happen. So I always come with that type of attitude like I guess we'll get it done. We don't know when we're going to get it done, but you know, we'll figure it out. We'll get it done. We'll just stick with it for a couple more and see what happens.
right. To me though, and I don't know about you, Drift Sonics, but in some ways it's like it's like a confidence, but also a insecure in a way. So can you maybe take me more into what it may be? Because that's again my perception.
Yeah, I think I think I often get scared.
Okay.
You know, like I get scared of failure. I also get scared of success because we know that when you are successful and you literally put your all into it, many things could happen. And when you think about the things that can happen, you think, you know, the saying, with great power comes great responsibility. You know, like
Spider-Man.
exactly. Those kind of things scare a lot of us. Like we are always ready to go. We want to see our goals. We're going to chase our dreams. We're going to chase our goals. But when you actually think about what that means, that comes with fame, that comes with responsibility over a team, that comes with now having to pay things, always making sure that things are working how they are supposed to work. So as you build and as you get more money and as you start getting more support, you always have to be putting out more. I'm often really self-conscious about how people perceive me. And before we're talking about your perception is really reality, I am not one of those people, like I can say it all day, like I don't give a fuck what, can I swear?
Go for it.
Oh, I don't give a fuck what people think and I don't give a this, that, blah, blah, blah. But then in reality, when you are building something that is literally in the public eye, you do care what people think. You're always caring what people think because those are the people that are going to be tuned in. Those are the people that are going to tell somebody else about you. Those are the people who are going to be there literally watching your every move. And it's not like they have the privilege to be able to pick you apart, but because your life is now public, it's open to criticism. And I don't want that. So I'm very insecure when it comes to how people perceive not only me, but also the business that I am building.
Success is the scariest thing. It's more of a nightmare almost. And failing is what you're expected to do, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And like, you know, we've done a lot of cool things. Like when we started with the Kickstarter campaign. And that's one of those things that everybody is watching your number to see if you hit the goal. And that's mind-boggling that if you don't miss it, people are gonna be like, I knew it. I knew she wasn't gonna hit it. Or people be like, yeah, go. And you have all these people that's rooting for you, and there's all these people that's hating for you. So you want to make sure that the people that are rooting for you are, you know, happy that you did it. And the people that were hating on you are also, you know, feeling some type of way that you did it. So when we launched, you know, it was that big celebration, but it also was like, ha, motherfuckers, got it. You know, like we outside.
we are from a place that loves underdogs too, and like
We
that
do.
potential energy is limitless. Like as long as you have potential, anything could be possible.
Exactly.
And then so people almost give more credit to people that never made it because they, oh, but what if this or that? Like you can
Yeah.
always be almost there. And then that's funny. It's interesting though, like because I watched our interview a bunch of times, editing it and whatnot, and even the Kickstarter and that, you introduced it by being like, I don't know who the hell told me this was possible. Like, you, damn YouTube, this and that. Like, you were so like negative and stressed out. And then the next sentence was like, but we raised 20 grand.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. Like,
You always got to give both sides. I think that being an entrepreneur is often very, very glamorized. People think that you can do whatever you want to, and everything is going to go. You're going to be an overnight success. And I don't think a lot of people think that it's okay to talk about your feelings, like your feelings of doubt, your feelings of not being able to do it, like what happens after this. And we raised all this money, now I actually have to deliver. I have to get equipment, I have
in
to
a
get a
pandemic,
program.
in a
Yeah, in
pandemic.
a pandemic, I gotta find a building, I've got to gather around my team and make sure we are all passionate and have team spirit. And we have a big team of over 40 people. So like you're managing all different personalities who are literally personalities. Like they are one person in person, and then on the world they're a different person. So you gotta manage, it's damn near 80 people that we're managing. Like everybody comes with another side of them. It's crazy.
And if people want more of that, we definitely got into that in the full convo too. For those that are just tuning in and weren't aware, Hot Sauce and I talked for about an hour about all sorts of radio stuff, entrepreneurial things, managing people, their emotions, all of that. So yeah,
It's pretty hardcore. It's a good
it
interview.
is hardcore.
And I'm
Thank you.
sorry everybody that I'm eating chicken wings. As you know, I am the chicken wing queen and Hennessy queen. So therefore, I'm just here eating.
The craziest thing about that interview too is that was our first real conversation.
That's the first time that we actually like legitimately met for real.
Yeah. And then now, like, I feel like we're just soulmates pretty much.
I've literally seen you almost naked.
That's true. I forgot about that.
We have that on audio and visual if anybody would
I
like.
did do Henny and Hot Wings, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes, shout out to Henny and Hot Wings. I actually looked, I checked earlier. I wasn't gonna say this on air, but I have one of the highest viewed episodes.
You do.
I don't know how often you check the stats. Do the stats, is it all just that one timestamp? Is it like 100% of viewers at the 49-minute mark?
Right there.
Yeah.
That was actually no bullshit. That was actually one of my favorite episodes. We really had fun that night. So thank you for all that you do.
Yeah. Thank you. You can't show up dry to Henny and Hot Wings.
You cannot. I'm dry right now. But that's all right. I'm doing a 75-day challenge where I'm not drinking or eating anything crazy. Chicken wings were fried in the air fryer, so it's fine. And it's broccoli that I'm eating. So, like I'm out here healthy AF.
Wow. Did anything inspire this, or it's just happening?
It just happened to be that kind of night.
No. The 75-day thing.
I watched a couple of my friends do it, and I wanted to obviously lose my gut and my fupa. So what I did, and then I was really debating on whether I wanted to do lipo 360. I didn't want a BBL, but like I was actually really researching doctors to see who can suck my back fat and my belly fat out. And then my girl was doing it, and I saw how good that she looked, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try this shit too. And I'm in day 11. I've been walking every day. I've been exercising. I've drank nothing but water, no alcohol, and I'm intermittent fasting. And to be honest with you, it's the type of discipline that I think I needed to get this new year started in a good way. Especially the walking has been able to really help me clear my head.
Walking's so fire.
It is. I didn't know how fun it was until I
It's
started
awesome.
walking.
Just do a couple laps and you're like, all right, I'm ready. I can
Yeah.
answer some more
So,
emails.
I can do a half marathon now, you know?
Oh man. Can you do a half marathon?
Absolutely not.
No.
Not at all. I would try, like today I ran to the bus because after I finished walking one way, I got really tired. So I just hopped on the bus. And I was glad for that little.
I love the transparency though. It's so hard to be this transparent. For someone that cares about how you're perceived, like it's refreshing how transparent you are, you know,
I mean, because it's
authentic.
like it would take me lying for somebody to be like, she did not walk all that. She got on the bus, you know? So I might as well just put it out there one time. It literally, like yesterday, I did the walk back and forth, and it was like 5 point something miles. And today, my back was hurting me so bad that I just couldn't go through that. I saw the bus, I ran for the bus, took the wind out of me, and then next thing you know, I'm back home. But I did get off about 10 minutes away from my house to continue walking. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself.
And to add on to that, here's a little pro tip when taking public transportation. In my opinion, if you ever have to make that much effort to even catch the bus, I say you don't have to pay. You just, because sometimes the driver has that empathy for you. They see you ran, you really hustled to make that bus. You just walk up on it.
Can I tell you, literally that's what happened, because I haven't taken the bus in maybe about 5 or 7 years. And I had $1 and a silver dollar on me. And I was like,
Mr. Are you a pirate?
Listen. A store gave me that as change once, so I just had it in my pocket. Right. And I was like, Mister, I don't know what to do here. He was just like, just go. And I was like, yes. And then when I got off the bus, somebody immediately was like, excuse me, do you have $1? So I was like, here's the $1. Fine.
It worked out. That person wouldn't have gotten their silver dollar that day.
Exactly.
And shout out Candy Rain in the chats. You've got a fitness expert on the squad. Is she involved in your routine at all?
I'm actually doing her ab challenge that she has going on right now. If you guys want to see that, we'll follow her on Instagram at DJ Candy Rain with an E at the end. And do that challenge because it will make you get sexy like she is.
Hey.
I do need to. I've been eating so many donuts out here in LA, and I do need to. The donuts are just different out here. They have like really good apple fritters, and I just buy a lot of donuts and try them out.
Really?
Yeah,
I love donuts.
Do you? Another thing we have in common. Like,
yes, one day we should go on a donut outing.
I am with that. We hit my spot, Doughboy Donuts, right on Dorchester Street.
I love Doughboy Donuts. Actually, has the best steak and cheese. It's a hidden gem, but their steak and cheeses are fire.
Shout out Doughboy. I've gotten their Italian. Their subs are huge too. Yeah. 24 hours. Oh man.
Love
it. So I'll be back probably when your 75 days are up. So we'll go on like a donut-y, boozy adventure.
Yes, I love it. You can come too, Kiki.
Heard you.
Yeah. It'll be a team building exercise.
Yes, I love it.
Whoa, what the fuck is this?
Oh no, you're getting Zoom bombed.
No, they're just in the YouTube chats. They haven't joined in, but we just had our first psychotic comment stream. Jesus Christ.
I had that when we launched Spark FM. We did a virtual launching, and there was somebody, I think it was called Zoom bombing, and there was somebody that came into the whole thing, and literally was like, "I hate Negroes. I hate Black people. Kill them all." We were like, "Yo, what's up?" Like, wow. And it was crazy. And like while you're producing the show, you're literally scrambling to find somebody to stop this and to block them. So it happens. It happens. The Nazis just happen to be here this
It was a 9-year-old white kid.
time. Playing
I'm
Fortnite.
so sorry. Yeah, he thought he was in the Fortnite chat. He accidentally went to the wrong screen. Oh man, that's fucked up. But we've been lucky. I just got kind of crazy. I dropped the link to join us like in the comments. Luckily, that person didn't read. But I think StreamYard is kind of nice because it lets you filter them behind the scenes. But I know the Zooms were getting destroyed by people. Not whether it was that, it was straight up porn getting broadcast.
Yep.
The wild days of early
I
quarantine.
love it. Yeah. The good old days.
Those were the good old days to you? Back when no one had ring lights.
I know. I have mine here blinding me to death. But it's okay.
It's good. People don't realize how much light you actually need for cameras to work.
They don't. Because one small movement and you are just dark and you're just a pair of eyes.
I remember when we would do LFOD, they'd come on and we'd be chatting, and then when it was go time, we'd turn on the lights and they'd be like, whoa. I feel like I'm on a movie set. It's like, you are. Let's go. Like, it makes you more serious too, though, when you're being blinded. You're like, oh, this is real. So, well, now that we've had that event, this is our first episode, so I want to shout out Candy Rain for popping in and getting active in the comments. We got one, and I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and I know every time we do this, the plan is to do this with every outside the algorithm guest going forward, so we can have like a chill kind of whatever, tap in, what's going on today situation, and VIP access really to some of the region's hottest personalities. And going forward, we're actually going to do a bigger one at the end of every month. So we got another one coming up January 27th. We'll have probably 3 or 4 artists on. So
oh wow, it's almost like an artist showcase.
Yeah, so I was doing lives on IG every week. I did it every week of the pandemic of 2020, and I just let random people on, and I'd meet new people every week, and it was pretty awesome. And we built we got a lot of regulars. I got to know a bunch of people well, and then we chilled for a second, getting our new branding and everything together, and then we're going to try to do the same thing, or we're going to do the same thing on YouTube and Twitch and stuff now. So a little more planned. We're going to know what artists are coming ahead of time for the most part, but
how did you come up with the name behind the algorithm and why? I know I'm not supposed to be asking you questions, but
you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out, I don't know. I was just really focused on, how do I put it? I feel like we've been doing good things for a while, and like our content is quality, but we could do a better job reaching bigger audiences. And I thought one thing that would help that is really like framing it well and putting it in a way that people understood, okay, this is what it is. That's how it goes. Like LFOD radio could mean anything. But like outside the algorithm kind of already gives you this idea that it's happening. It's direct, it's sort of more real, it's not machine made, it's like real world stuff. So yeah, and it's kind of like I was thinking of the idea of having like insiders, but also I kind of think of us more as outsiders. So there's like that part of it as well. And just like I want to start doing things that involve more of a like our people, community, our group, people who are tapped in, versus needing to like play this algorithm game to get people's attention. So the idea is, as we build this, people will just be tapped in directly with what we've got going on, rather than needing to follow us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and which we're on all of them. But so just gradually getting off the algorithm, in a short story. I think that's how I came up with it. Oh no, I can't hear you.
I love the name behind the algorithm because all of us have heard algorithm. We know what that means. We know that it's not our favorite thing in the world. So getting behind it, it's actually really dope. So I commend you for such a great,
Thank you.
creation.
Thank
I
you.
like it.
And it didn't exist. Like, that's what I couldn't believe. It's like, no one's used this. I always try to find something that no one's used, and no one had used it.
Use what?
The title.
Oh, yeah. And it's such a great title at that. I'm like, what do we not use? I thought I'm still in the algorithm. Sometimes I get
Yeah, you're
brain
deep inside the algorithm. It's okay. We're gonna pull you out. Like, maybe we'll have like an algorithm rescue squad at some point. Like,
Yes.
we'll
The
just
new
like get people and rip them out. Take them out of the Matrix. And
we
shout out
should
to the Matrix. I definitely borrowed some of their branding for the
I heard
behind.
them. I saw that and I noticed that and I heard that the last one kind of sucked. So that's, depressing.
Yeah, people hated like all of them except for the first one. I think.
Yeah, they should have just left it alone.
I want to see it. I like the Wachowskis. So I don't know. It'll be interesting either way, but I'm terrible at seeing movies, so I probably will see it sometime next year.
Let's get a bunch of donuts and go to the movies.
Yeah. 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 I
See?
love how the thing started with fitness and now it's like donuts, movies, like should we hit Dave
Chicken.
and Buster's?
Yep.
Like what's yeah, if y'all want to yeah, maybe we'll just have like a field trip, you know? We'll really go outside the algorithm together. Maybe that's the next step. Like, what do our guests do when they're outside the algorithm?
We eat.
They get donuts.
I like that, but also I think this should be the new phrase, especially in this online world, this digital world we live in, where like she was on mute, she was speaking, she was outside the algorithm.
Yeah.
That's what I call her.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was
I
on
like that.
So it might take her a second, it might take her a minute, but we
Mhm.
can't hear her right now. She's outside the algorithm.
She's coming back. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to get her frequency.
I
Yeah.
won't steal that, but you guys need to brand that really good.
We got it.
I just think, because what do people call it? Otherwise, otherwise people be like, oh, you muted. But you can make it, black people always know how to make something sound cool.
Yeah.
But I also like that idea, like you said, yeah, what do people do outside the algorithm? That's a whole nother series. Wow.
Right. And not for nothing, it fits in a bit with my like current like nomadic national park lifestyle,
National park lifestyle. Because where are you now?
Well, I'm in the mountains outside of LA right now.
Mhm.
But
Why the mountains?
I'm actually watching my buddy's dog for a couple weeks.
Where your dog sitting?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep.
I'm trying to get one of my friends to give me their dog, but they don't want to.
I'm not surprised.
Makes me sad.
Do you want a dog too? You've got a lot
I'm
on your plate.
having doggy fever, and I don't know what the problem is. I think it's because I want me and my dog to go on TikTok. And
It's a quick way to blow up. You would be way bigger if Spark had an animal. Well, you've got Sham's got Balenciaga there, right?
I know. Maybe she would let me Valenci. Yeah, maybe she will let me name her Valenci Spark, and then that way we can have her. Oh my God, I'm gonna buy her mad clothes.
Yeah, no, she needs. Yeah, if she had like a Spark dog collar or Spark little handkerchief around her neck, or like, yeah,
No, get it.
Yeah, you need. When I started doing LFOD, when we started doing the apparel, some of the biggest demand we had was for baby stuff and dog stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, I did none of it, but we were constantly asked for baby clothes and dog things. Yeah. I try every day not to get a dog because I want one so bad, but I remind myself
you need one.
They're a lot of work. They're a lot of attention. I don't have it.
It's only you in the van trekking across the world. You should have a buddy.
Haven't you been watching the story of my plant? I have a spider plant that's thriving.
Sam, that's not the same. Do you talk to
I talk to myself. When you've traveled for a little bit, a second person kind of appears in your brain.
A co-pilot.
I've met other people who I met this one dude and he was like, it's like a we thing, right? He's like, you're not out there alone. And I'm like, oh, it happens to other people? He's like, oh yeah, a couple weeks in, all of a sudden you're just talking to yourself all day.
What
Great.
do you say?
I don't know, but someone told me if I started just live streaming while I drove around, I could probably have billions of followers.
You
'Cause
literally can. You've
they
got
watch
to.
truck drivers do it, so
Yeah.
I may start doing that. I don't know. I'm
You're all
camera
about
shy too.
you're all
Damn it.
about content though, so I think that would be really awesome for you. Takes us along your journey.
Yeah, I need to get better. I have a pile of content that I'm slowly releasing, and that's one reason we're happy to have Kiki.D in the mix, because she's helping get some of these things out the door. So my goal will be to just exist and have content generate around me. That would be my ideal situation. I can be outside the algorithm and someone else can be tweeting it and
And be
sharing it.
inside the algorithm while
Yeah.
you're outside. It's
Although
like the Matrix. Somebody has to unplug you.
Yeah.
right, I need to be unplugged, and maybe we unplug people. I like this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you rock with TikTok, but I think we're about to blow up on TikTok. I think that's where we're going to do it. Because I've been on there.
Good.
It's so good, and I think I get it, and I think
I
I can
think
just
I
do
get
my
it.
thing. Yeah. The other ones, I get misread a lot. I get told a lot that I'm way cooler in person, and like some people like that I'm friends with don't like my online personality. And I think on TikTok I can be both. So anyway, we're not here to talk about me. Do you have anything you want to close on before we get out of here? Either of you, if you had something you wanted to talk about.
No, I mean, I'm always talking anyways, so I just be here just talking. No, but I just want to encourage people to obviously support Spark FM. Follow us across all social media. Especially I'm gonna shout out my show because I tell the people all the time. I will shout out Spark FM all the time, but we all in a little competition. We have our internal competition between ourselves. Make sure you guys tune in to the morning show from every 9 to 11 each and every day on Spark FM Online, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. We really kind of, have a good time, entertain the folks, and, get them to work and to school and through the morning.
We had another question actually that someone submitted. I was wondering if they were going to drop it in the comments, but it actually lines up with what you just said. If you could interview any 3 people on your morning show, any 3 living people, who would they be? Do you have a wish list right now?
Right now, Cardi B.
Okay.
Because I love her. It'll be all girls too. Most likely the city girls, because I really want to know how to get money from men in particular. And like I decided today that I never want to interview somebody like Kanye because I just wouldn't know how to respond or what to say, once he goes off. Oh God, like I think that he would just be the whole show in general. So definitely not him. Probably my idol or my cousin or my godfather, as I like to call him, is Charlemagne the God. Just because I just admire so much of what he's doing. And he's, paving the way for a lot of us media content creators to, like make big deals, get in front of big things, interview more big people. So I think that would be Cardi B is definitely at the top of my list.
Yeah.
And probably Rihanna. Because right after we would go smoke weed together.
One of my only goals in the music industry is to roll up with Rihanna. That's all I want to do one time.
How fun would that be?
Everyone I know, and I only know like one person. So the one person I know who's interacted with her has interacted with her a few times and said she's just cool as hell too.
She has
super down to earth,
and she looks like she smells really good, like a mixture of cannabis and.
I didn't even think about how she might smell.
Yeah. Cocoa butter.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe she'll drop does she have a perfume yet with Savage Fenty?
She does have a perfume of her own. I don't know what it's called. Probably something I can't afford.
She does not smell like backwoods. I know that.
No, she doesn't. She probably smells like the faint stink of a good, a good cannabis, and also, like either cocoa butter or like some type of essential oil.
Yeah. Okay.
I do think so. That's what I think.
Nice eucalyptus.
Yeah.
All right. So Rihanna, City Girls, Cardi B coming someday to Saucy in the Morning. Is that the name of the show? It is, right?
Saucy and Friends in the morning. 'Cause
Saucy and
I
Friends
be
in the
having my
morning.
friends with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we do want to meet Kanye West, by the way. So if he wants to come on Outside the Algorithm, more than welcome. I would love to just let him do the show. Yeah, please do. If you watch his Drink Champs, he basically discusses van life. His intro pitch is like what I'm doing right now. It's like, holy shit,
I'm a
am I
backpack
Kanye West?
Like, oh, you are Kanye. You're the artist formerly known as Kanye, now known as Sam.
Exactly. So when we meet, I already know we're going to just make a classic. Kiki, did you have anything to add before we shut her down here?
Thank you, Miss Hot Sauce, for your time, and we'll see you next time if we, like I said, do the Outside the Algorithm.
We'll be around. We'll go get donuts, steak and cheese, and have drinks.
Yes.
At Doughboy.
Yes.
Oh wow. Yeah, we'll just do it all right. We'll be right at what's it, Broadway Station.
Yes, it's gonna be so fun. And then we'll tape the whole thing and then we'll bond.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be huge. Both of us, all three of us are gonna be huge by
Absolutely.
then. So
I love it. I love to see my friends grow. So you guys have my entire support, and I appreciate you guys for inviting me behind the algorithm.
Likewise, thank you for coming. And before we get out of here, just want to let everyone know you can watch Ms. Hot Sauce interview with us if you scroll back on our YouTube channel. We also have the Cake Swag interview. And if you sign up, our members get the full version. So right now, you're seeing the 15-minute one on there. They're both a full hour. We've also been dropping, Kiki.D and I have been dropping a regular series where we review some of our favorite submissions every week, and we've been getting better and better music. So it's just been dope connecting with artists. It's cool to see them comment and join in. So I'm excited for 2022. This Hot Sauce, we're so happy to have you here. Kiki.D, thank you for joining me. Shout out DJ Candy Rain in the building with the comment section on fire. Make sure you tap in with her and all the Spark DJs as well. We will be back in a couple weeks, but subscribe so that you catch all our notifications, new videos, and more. And if you enjoyed this, please share it with your friends. We're going to put it right up on the page. Even if you're watching it tomorrow, the next day, or whatever, click the share button. It really is caring. And it helps us all get outside the algorithm, you know. Yeah. Send them the text even, you know, let them know what's going on. All right. I appreciate y'all.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.